Hey everybody, this video is going to be my Halloween horror reads. I wrote about them on my blog and now I am going to tell you guys about them. I've only got like 7 books that I want to read and I'm just going to go over them with you. So the first up we have Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay Chapman. This book is about demonic possession that happens through consuming media. And I thought that was a pretty wild concept. I think that even though people aren't being demonically possessed with the media that they consumed, a lot of people are going through psychosis with the things that they are consuming via regular media or social media. And so this book, I think, is just going to be an interesting play on what's going on in the world. The second book is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. Mind you, I have a speech impediment, so ours are sometimes a little hard for me, but this book is about a group of girls that are living in a group home for pregnant teenage girls. You know how that story goes. And I guess somehow they get an occult book, a witchcraft book, and they start performing magic. So this is obviously a horror book, so things are probably not going to go right, but I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen. Are they going to be killing off the staff? Are their babies, their pregnancies going to have to suffer because they're doing the witchcraft? Because, you know, there's always a price to pay, but I'm just curious to see what kind of mischief they're going to get into. Third, we have You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. This is actually a pretty popular book lately, and I heard that's a little gross. So if you're into, I don't know, gross things, this would be a good book for you. There's like worms and things on the cover, which hints at gross things like insects and worms. That's kind of gross. But essentially, this is about a trans person who it seems to be might be in a domestic violence relationship, but they get pregnant, and I guess entities or something are coming for them for the baby or the pregnancy. I don't know what's going on, but I want to know what's going on, so I'm going to be reading that book. Then we've got Hot Wax by M.L. Rio, and this book was described as a propulsive father-daughter story and a journey of self-discovery that captures the joy and danger of rock and roll through one woman's reckless mission to make sense of the events that shattered her childhood. Look, my childhood was shattered, not by rock and roll, but by murder. So I kind of want to see how they're blaming rock and roll for somebody's rocky childhood. And that also was a pretty popular book that I thought would be interesting. Next, we have We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kleiewer. Don't know how to pronounce that. This movie is supposed to be this book is supposed to be adapted into a movie by Netflix, and it's supposed to star Blake Lively. But essentially this book is about a couple who purchases a home. I think they're going to be doing renovations on the home, and a past family that lives there pops up, and it kind of turns into like a psychological thing on some like what's real, what's really happening kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe the people are ghosts, maybe the new homeowners are crazy. I don't know what's going on, but it looks good to me. It's always interesting when you read books or watch movies where people are like coming back to the house they grew up in or something, and they want you to let them inside. I've gone back to a place I used to live and asked to go inside, and the people are kind enough, but I always wonder like who's letting random strangers into their house, because it couldn't be me. Now I'll go knock on the door and try to get into the house, you know, like, hey, I used to live here, but I don't think I would let anybody I didn't know come over my house. So people are crazy. Then we have Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. And this is about a woman who returns to her childhood home, and I guess it's still haunted. It was haunted when she was little, and it's haunted now. But there's not too much information I have on any of these books. It's just quick snippets that I saw that made me want to read them. Sometimes it's just the artwork, and sometimes it's just what I could read off the book. And then finally, we have Bless Your Heart by Lindy Ryan. I know that this is a vampire story set in the South, so it's gonna be good. And that's it for the books that I want to read. Sorry that this video is so short. I've been gone all day and I just got home. It's 10 o'clock. It's still Vlogtober, October 21st. So this is Vlogtober day 21. And I did not want to skip out on getting vlog out here. That's my vlog. Hope you enjoyed it.